on the team, you hope that the team all wear helmets that size. But occasionally, you have guys who have great potential. They need a little bit bigger helmet. And then, of course, you have the prima donnas, the superstars, the guys that have grown up hearing it all their life about how good they are. They need the big head helmet.
Clear up any of the controversy, I guess, of last week, where you were and what was going on?
Oh man, no controversy. Just had a little things to handle off the field. Got those handled. Now we're looking forward to moving forward and becoming a championship contending team.
DaRick, there's some concern maybe your heart wasn't in maybe playing here. Any thoughts along those lines?
I just had a few things, on my own, on my personal. If I was a distraction, I really wasn't trying to be a distraction, but it was a situation that we got handled, and everything's good now. Like I said before, as a team, we're focusing on moving forward.
Do you think it's cleared up once and for all, or do you expect any bumps in the road here?
Once and for all, what I'm saying? The whole team, I think we've all come together, and I think this year is going to be the year that I think, the chemistry on the team is great this year. So, honestly, I think this might be the year.
Can you clear up at all what you had to do or what was going on there?
It wasn't nothing really, it was just off the field, not really necessarily program issues or anything of that sort, just, personal issues with me and what I have going on. And with those being handled, we're looking hard moving forward, with spring ball.
DaRick, were you seriously considering a transfer on Thursday? The reports were coming out.
No transfer for me, no consideration. It was just, maybe I need to do a little better job of my tweets, letting everybody know what's really actually going on. So next time, it won't be misinterpreted.
What got you to that level of frustration, DaRick, that you're talking about Georgia State on Twitter or whatever?
Sometimes, you just come to a point in your line in your life, and, you got to be strong about things. And I had a little weak moment, that's going behind me and all behind the team now. Like I said, we're ready to go.
Do you feel like you've been maybe a little unfairly singled out or get too much of the controversy, too much of the attention at any point in time?
That comes with anything. If you make plays, the camera's always going to be on you, so you have to take the good with the bad. So anything you do will be publicized. So it's just something you got to learn to live with and learn how to handle as you get older.
DaRick, how were your conversations? How would you characterize them with Coach Dooley over those 48, 72 hours last week?
Honestly, I just think the conversations we had were really, more with the whole team and, me moving forward with everything, getting back right with everything. And I think that's what we did, and I feel like it was a very, very good meeting we had.
What about your conversation with your teammates?
Yeah, I had a conversation with my teammates, Bray and Justin, specifically on the side, really just talked about how we can move forward and everything and get everything on the right track so we can move in the right direction as a team.
Did they apologize, or did you feel the need to apologize to the team?
I did apologize. I'm planning on apologizing for, just the issue coming around and, having to focus on that rather than being able to focus on football itself. So with that being said, yeah, that's something I am sorry about.
Did they have to talk you into sticking around? I know you guys have been good friends for the last several years and want to do some big things offensively.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Those are the reasons, I decommitted from Georgia and Justin decommitted from LSU, all to come together to make big things happen here at Tennessee.
DaRick, there seems to be a lot to look forward to next year offensively. How much did that weigh into what you were thinking here when you're going through maybe the last few days?
Oh, man, it weighed in heavy because, who doesn't want to catch balls from Tyler Berry, one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and Justin is one of the better receivers in the SEC. So, with a great situation like that, I feel like this offense can really push for, high levels.
Did they give you any restrictions for coming back, or did they give you any sort of rules, like you can't get in trouble anymore, anything like that?
That should be the rule anyway. Can't get in trouble at all. But mistakes happen, and I'm just back with the team, and everything's every player is the same on this team, and punishments are the same with everybody.
Have you put the cell phone away, or are you going to still use that?
Oh man, cell phone. Well, for a while, cell phones going to be on a little low for now. So when things get back on track, then I'll open it all back up.
You missed a couple of weeks during some team activities a while back. What happened there?
Oh man, that was all things on me focusing on things, and I wanted to get a lot of school stuff done, and I got all that stuff done, and everything right there was right.
Did you have an issue with the strength and conditioning coach?
No issues. Maybe a few misunderstandings or anything, but nothing too serious that any football team around him doesn't have.
On the field, DaRick, you look maybe a little faster, a little bigger. How do you feel out there?
I feel good. I feel like it was a strong off season. I feel like this might have been the best year off season, I would say, is everybody pushing and they're forced to trying to get better.
Sort of going into this season, you thought far enough ahead that you think this could be your last season here?
Not really. At this point, it's still early, it's still spring. I'm still focusing on making this a better team. When that time comes, then I'll focus on my future.
How did you feel when you did miss practice on Thursday?
Oh, my main thing is just not being out here with the team. I know it's hot, and I know we're picking up the pace, and it's spring, and everybody's repping. So, I was just hurt the most that I wasn't out there to help the guys, and I was out there dying, and I want to be there for them.
When did you find out you wouldn't be at practice?
Just that morning, when found out things were going to be happening, I wasn't going to be there this morning, but I had plans on getting back the next day.
DaRick, you said you apologized to some teammates. Did any teammates come to you and say, need to clear some things up? Was there a clearing of the air whatsoever?
Oh, well, it really wasn't much in the air to clear as a team. We've always been on the same page. It's just, little things to handle, and I think we got those handled, so everything should be good from here on out.
Good. You've caught passes from Peterman. It looks like he's got a pretty good arm out there.
Oh, yeah, Peterman has a pretty good job, pretty good arm. I think these coaches are doing a really good job bringing a lot of young quarterbacks in. Worley, when he first came in, I thought he was pretty good, and I think Peterman's on the right track, the same thing Worley was.
All right, so here's the thing. It's obvious that Tennessee is a better football team with DaRick Rogers. There's no questioning that. It's undisputable. You're an idiot if you think this team would be better off on the field without Rogers. Now, I understand what a lot of people in the media, what myself, what a lot of the Tennessee fans have been saying, that you have to cut the cancer out of the locker room, and that totally makes sense. Rondo made a good point the other day. Jason from the Checkerboard podcast made a good point. And I even said in my video, I don't know what happens behind closed doors. We don't know what's going on in the locker room. All we know is what we hear in the media. And I'm not blaming the media like a lot of people. The media has gotten persecuted for the treatment of DaRick Rogers. And I've certainly done my share of blasting this guy. Here's the thing. We don't know everything that goes on with these guys. First thing, you have to give DaRick Rogers a lot of credit for coming out today and facing the media head on, answering all the questions asked of him, and manning up. He could have chosen to be a prima donna and tell the coach, no, I don't want to go face the media. But he didn't do that. He came out, he took his lumps, and answered the questions. I give the man credit for that. A lot of people wouldn't do that. They would just dodge the issue and roll on. DaRick Rogers didn't do that. He looked the gun down the barrel and answered the questions. So kudos to you for that. Did you notice in the beginning of the video how he was relaxed? The face was clean and dry, no sweat. But by the end of that video, man, the sweat was just boiling off his face. Of course it was. That was a pressure-packed situation. You're standing there with all these media guys. You know what they're going to talk about. You know what they're going to ask you. You know they're going to ask you the hard questions that you don't want to answer, but he stood there and took it. So I commend you for that. Now, is this truly it? Is this the end? Is this the end of the drama? I certainly hope so. I've talked a lot of shit about Rogers. The other fans, the media, we've all talked a lot of shit about this kid. He came out today. He faced it. I hope the players are behind him. I know some of the players on this team don't like him. But the bottom line is, you're a better football team with his skills. When you see other players tweeting about the situation, I talked to a couple of the Tennessee players that have said that, for lack of a better way to put it, that Rogers has his own agenda. It's tough, man. It's really tough because you don't want to sacrifice the good of the whole team for the good of one player. But at the same time, when you're dealing with the player with this much potential, and you're dealing with the kid that can offer so much to the team, you don't want to cut your nose off to spite your face. So it's tough. I totally get and understand how tough this must be or must have been for Derek Dooley. My hope is that DaRick Rogers has straightened all this stuff up, has gotten his personal issues, as he said in the video you just saw, taken care of, and that he is truly ready to go forward with this and make big things happen at Tennessee. You know, me, Bill, Rondo, Carter, we get on here all the time. We talk about how this is the year we're going to kick some people's ass. And I believe this is the year. There's too much talent on this team for this not to be a good year unless some of the higher-ups, well, I'm just going to say it, unless Derek Dooley screws this up, there's too much talent on this team for Tennessee not to turn the corner this year. I think Dooley sees that. I think the players see that. I know the fans, we see it. There's just so much hope and optimism with this team. We're sick of losing. We're sick of seeing Tennessee lose. We're sick of being the laughingstock. We're sick of having to catch hell from teams like Alabama, teams like Georgia, who their fans are out of their fucking heads right now. Tennessee fans are eager to be able to get on here and say, we told you. We told you. You didn't want to listen. You wanted to laugh at us. But we told you. 2012, we're going to tell you, and you're going to see, with or without Rogers. It is my hope that this shit is over and done with. So, at least he's not out stealing tacos and eating laced brownies. Go Vols. There's one for the rest of you.